Welcome, guys. I am Cody of the Lizzard Wizards, and I am bringing you episode 5 of my Dark Cloud playthrough. Now, I did some grinding, quite a bit of grinding, like an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of grinding between this episode and the last episode, so I could actually show you guys some new things. And as such, I want to show you, first off, I leveled up my dagger to level 11. See, now I can status break it, which is something I said I was going to do. See how I mentioned I was going to, level up my bone rapier. Best way to level up any of your weapons to increase, especially the base stats of your weapons, is to status break an item. You level up your weapon to level 5, and then you can status break it. It has to be a minimum of level 5 to be status broken. But I figured I'd go a little bit above that so that I could actually get some better use of the stats that I'm acquiring. Now, I got my dagger to level 11, which means I have some pretty hellacious stats on this dagger. And I just sincered it. What just happened to the dagger? Well, now it turned into an item that I can use to customize. Now, I've also got some other stuff to mention in terms of my item customization. So don't you guys worry. So now, if I can take this and put it in here. Now, the synth spheres that you acquire by status breaking your weapon can only go into the blue slots on your weapon. Look at that. Go from that to that. That to that. Like, look. And I got the other stats, too. I got a little bit of the other stuff, because that's all I had on my dagger. I didn't upgrade anything else much. But I did upgrade the attack and magic and everything else. So, quite a big difference there, I'd say. Now, I also got the ability to go into some of the back floors by doing this grinding. You need a certain item to go into the back floors. You need tram oil. Now, in the back floors, you have the potential to find some freaking amazing items, like these. These are our gems. There's like 12 kinds of gems, I think. I don't even know. You have rubies, garnets, amethyst, peridot. I have ruby and peridot here. Sapphire, turquoise, aquamarine, diamond. Like, there's quite a few different types of gems, and they all do different things for your weapon. Now, if I was to plug this one in, this one actually gives a base stat of speed. As you can see, my speed is actually maxed out, so this is not going to do anything there. But it also gives fire and mimic, so quite nice if you're trying to build up certain weapons. Peridot will give you attack, holy, and beast and plant. I didn't know what anti-enemy stats it gives, not gaves. Gaves is not a word, so you know what I mean. So quite nice. I'm just gonna say that right up, because that's not a word. So now I pretty much don't have to worry about these stats anymore. Though I may have to worry about magic a little bit. Okay, actually, something else you didn't know is, other than the dagger doesn't have this option, but any other weapon you get in the game, other than the character's base weapon, has the potential to be built up. Building up allows it to turn into a more powerful version of itself. It usually doesn't change the stats in the moment, but it allows you to potentially level it up with, like, twice the stats, essentially. If you say you have a max stat of, like, 50 on one weapon, when you build it up, it'll have, like, a max stat of 120 or something like that. It allows you to build up your weapons even further than before, and plus it makes them look even better. So, just saying. If you like your weapons to look cool, build them up. Build them up. Trust me, it's awesome. So, now I am building this guy up. This guy is probably my favorite weapon to build up in the game. Now this guy builds up into the, the evil size, I do believe. And the evil size is the only way you can get the Drain Seeker, which is a pretty damn amazing item for one reason and one reason only. It has Life Leech, which is awesome. Yes, there are special effects for your items in the game, but as I haven't come across any of them yet, I'm not going to worry about explaining them. But we'll see. I'll explain them as we come across them. So now I need Beast, Undead, Metal, and Mage. Alright, so then Ice and Thunder. So now I've already got my base stats taken care of. Ice and Thunder, and Metal and Mage, and Undead. So, do any of these guys give me anything? Okay, I got Beast here, which I needed, and this guy gives Mimic. I don't need Mimic. I do have Undead, so I'll wait until level up. But anyway, you sort of get the point. To build up your weapons, you need to sort of fulfill all these requirements. All the stats in red are the requirements you need to build up your weapons. And once you fulfill those, you can build your weapon up and potentially level it up to something freaking awesome and build it up again and then again and again until you get to the legendary weapon. And it's really awesome. So, long, and that was a long and very kind of dry explanation. I think I'm done with that. Now I want to show you one more thing, which is going to be pretty awesome for you guys. I have the ability to go to another back floor, so I can actually show you guys the back floors. So I'm excited for this. This episode's going to be cool, because back floors are freaking awesome. Now, I've been doing the first and second back floors. You find the tram oils randomly, so I've been doing the first and second floors to grind for some back floor tram oil. Excuse me. And I managed to find 3 tram oils. I used 2 of them, and I saved 1 so I could show you guys in the video. And I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. So I'm going to go to a different back floor. Actually, you know what? I'll just go to the second back floor, because that's my... I don't know what most of them do. Or, not do, but I don't know the enemies in most of them. Just because I haven't really worried about memorizing those. There's only a couple that I've really found worth memorizing, and they start in the second dungeon. Not the second floor of the first dungeon, the second dungeon, which is a completely different area. Now, let me equip my weapon and kill everything in one hit. My dagger at level 11 was killing everything in one hit. This guy will do like 60 damage. Oh, well, not 60, but, 36. Same thing, right? I am ready for this. And I got stamina drinks, and there are a couple items I'm going to explain in this episode, too. I'm excited for that as well. I got the Dread's Crest, means I can leave whenever I want, but I'm probably not going to worry about that. Potato cakes. Potato cakes are useful. If you ever come across them, keep them. I'll explain why later. It's not terribly relevant right now. And I have decided that I'm going to be keeping the episodes at right around 20 minutes, no matter what I have to do. So, this episode... Oh, I don't have the skeleton key yet. Wait, do I have the skeleton key? Do I? Did I just use the wrong item and I didn't see it? Oh, okay, I don't have the skeleton key. So, what was I saying? I always do that. I always forget what I'm saying. There are some items I was going to explain. I think that's what I was saying. Yeah. Well, if not, then that's what I'm saying now. There are some items that I'm going to be explaining today, just to sort of clarify a few things, such as status ailments and antidotes, or not status ailments and the amulets, because those are some very useful items, and I managed to come across 2 new kinds that you haven't seen before. You've seen the anti-poison amulets, but you haven't seen the others. Anti-poison amulets are just called antidote amulets. But the others are pretty nice. Just go find the back floor so I can kill some more powerful enemies. Now, the back floors, in case you don't remember, have enemies that have about twice the health, I think. I don't know the exact number on that, but they do give twice the experience. And the back floors also have the potential to drop some of the best items in the game, items that you can only really find in terms of dungeons in one way. Such as those gems that I showed you earlier, the ruby in those. Now, those items are extremely useful for leveling up your weapons, and you can only actually find them in... God damn it. You can only actually find them in the back floors. Though there are other ways to obtain them that are a little more efficient later. Stop hitting me. I'm kind of playing really badly right now. But, oh well, no biggie. They're not going to kill me either way, so... Maybe I should be locking on. That might help. Hey! Hey, bud. Let's go say hi to you. You gonna give me... Abs of the weapon became full. Nice. Now those ones, as you remember, the mystery circles can do some really amazing things. I'm just gonna do this, because... I think that was what I was gonna do. Right? Might as well. I don't care. Let's do it anyway. Bone Rapier +1. So now you can see, all I need is attack. Nice. Nice. I'm actually rather happy with that. Beast is good. Now all I need is Undead, Metal, and Mage. And Ice and Thunder and attack. Okay, cool. So that took care of a fair bit of stuff. Let us see. Metal. I need Undead. Put one of you guys in here now. Using these sort of things isn't the most efficient way. to level up your weapons. Using the gems and synth spheres is the most efficient way to level up your weapons. But you use what you have available to you at the time. So, I don't have any attack. I do not have any mage, does not look like. And I do not have any metal. Metal is probably the hardest to come by in the beginning. Metal and maybe mage. But I'm going to go with metal. And I'm going to put this in here just because, might as well. Let's go kick this guy's ass in the ass. And yes, I just said kick his ass in the ass. Because English. Don't ask. I don't know. We are right about, if I remember correctly, yeah, right there. Yep, we are at the back floor. We can go in there any second now. 47 damage. Like, look at that. This weapon kills everything here in one hit. And actually, I should take care of the back floor enemies pretty quickly, too. So, I'm actually rather happy with this weapon. And now I got the skeleton key. Come on. Come on. Let us use the tram oil. Tram wheels, not eels. These are not electric eels. They are now fully oiled. You can now use the tram. I shall go into the tram and take it to the other side. We're going to the dark side. It literally is the dark side. Like, you go from one side of the dungeon's kind of light and cheerful. I mean, cheerful-ish. And then you go into the dark side. Now, this floor, too, is the only back floor I've been doing. The first floor, I believe, actually has mimics, so I try to stay away from that one. I don't remember for sure. Oh, opal. See, this is to showcase some of the items you can actually get. You don't necessarily get the gems, but this is your probably best chance to get them in the game. Poison apples also keep, similar to the potato cakes. Keep them for reasons I shall explain later. Oh, nice. So I now have a pearl and an opal. I do recommend, if you've not really played the game before, getting the magic crystal, which, you know, if you don't remember, works like the compass in the Zelda games. I recommend getting that before you actually go into the back floors. That way you make sure you killed all the enemies and gotten all the treasure chests, because you don't really want to miss any of the loot that the treasure chests have, because it's quite amazing. Trust me on that. Like, if you missed any of the loot, you're going to be really sad. These guys poison and curse you. I really don't know why I'm not actually locking on right now. Probably because I'm trying to feel like... See, you've seen some of the stats, or things that they can actually do, the magic or mystery circles. That one decided that it wanted to reduce my max WHP, which I really hate. My funds decreased a little, so they really hate me right now. I've done something bad. Not sure what. Now, unfortunately, the back floors don't give you increased money drops, just the increased loot and everything else. So, you know, you get the same amount of money each time, and you don't really find much in terms of money normally. Now, I'll show you guys one of the best ways to make money in just a few. Actually, I might as well just mention it now. I think I might have mentioned it in the last episode. I don't remember for sure. Now, if you have any like extra stat items or anything, like if you have like 6 wind, go ahead and sell them. Like at least 3. And if you have like extra stat ones, go ahead and sell them, because you don't really need them once you start getting the ability to synth sphere. You can just sell them straight up. Things like that. You just sell any of these that you don't need. Do not sell the gems, just stockpile those. Trust me, that'll be the most useful thing. This here will actually give me undead and thunder, so I'm going to be pretty good in that. This also gives endurance, and... okay, so that's all it gives, but it's quite nice. Opals are, in my opinion, the most useless. They give you no element... sorry, where is it? Yeah, they don't... or they give you endurance. Okay, I didn't remember that. Okay, so they give you endurance, which is actually one of the easiest beyond speed to level up anyway. So, again, not terribly useful. They do not give you any of the attribute elements, and then they do not give you much in terms of this. They give you metal, and they give you mage, which are quite useful for me right now, so I'm going to go ahead and put those in for this weapon. But if you get diamonds, it's much better. Trust me, diamonds are able to upgrade all of your anti-enemy stats rather than just, like, one. So, it kind of just blows the opals out of the water. Hey, yo, asshole. Asshole. Killed the asshole. There possibly is one more chest and a couple more enemies. I found so many of these in the last episode. I opened like 3 chests, or not in the last episode, when I was doing my grinding. I opened like 3 chests in a row, and they all had those. It's kind of sad. Now, you can see I actually did decide to put my bread into my active item bar. I'm going to go ahead and repair my weapon so I don't really risk it breaking. I did actually decide to put my items into my active item bar because I figured, you know, I might as well. I'm not really having to use much of the amulets. I don't want to use the bread accidentally, so I put it on something I can't use. You can't actually use the amulets. It doesn't do anything, luckily. So I usually just keep my... Thirst has reached its limit. I usually just keep my... well, I've started to keep my bread in there. Because I don't really have much in terms of status ailments to be worried about right now. Thank God. Alright, my bone rapier's abs is full. It's abs. It's got abs. This may actually make me be able to level this up right now. Oh no, I need ice as well. Alright, let's see. Attack, ice, and that's it. All I need is attack and ice now. You see how these gems work? They're quite nice. Yeah. If I'm able to build this up into the evil size this time already, that would be amazing. The evil size is actually just one of the best weapons to level up into. Not in terms of stats, just because of what it actually levels into itself, builds up into. I'm going to go ahead and exit here because I don't really need to go back into the other place. But if you do go into a back floor and you're trying to do grinding for experience and stuff, you can go into the back floor and then you can go back into the dungeon and all the enemies will respawn. Not the chests, just the enemies. But in the main dungeon, they will respawn. Which is quite nice. It's just a nice little feature they decided to throw in there to make it a little easier to level yourself up. 18 minutes already, which means we're probably more like at like 16. I'm really bad at judging the video time. Or the time that the actual video will be at. I'm always thinking, I can take out, like, everything. And then, you know, I don't. Which is my fault. This episode, I'm going to probably cut it here just because I showed you guys what I wanted to show you. I'll mention the one thing that I figure I probably should mention. Where is it? Ah, here. So, amulets. I have 3 different types of amulets, 2 of which you have not seen before. This amulet is the anti-curse amulet. This is the anti-freeze amulet, and this is the one you've actually seen, the antidote amulet. These are very useful. These are the items I actually like to keep up there when I actually have them, because they protect you from taking any of the damage, or any of these status ailments. So depending on what you're doing, keeping these up there, you know, depending on where you are, you know, you just sort of equip the one that's actually the most relevant. This one's not terribly relevant right now, so I might as well take it off in favor of something else, which I don't really have much else. I might as well just put water there. Go ahead. Might as well. Now, I'll show you the thing I mentioned before about selling items to make money, certain items. Any fish bait, go ahead and sell, for the most part, except for potato cakes and except for poison apples. Poison apples are also used for a couple other things, so you definitely don't want to sell those, or the potato cakes. Those are the most useful of the items you will find. Let us see. In here, I can sell, go ahead and sell this, so give me 210. This will give me 190, oh no, it's 200. So you can see I actually have a fair bit of money from just selling a couple things. If you actually do decide to sell these, you can sell them for 225, which is quite nice. I'm going to go ahead and sell these. A lot of the things in this game you can actually use as fish bait as well. You notice I actually found a couple other weapons as well. I found a base lard and 2 extra gladiuses, which is quite nice. Now, I'm going to go ahead and sell these because I don't really need them. I think that's about it I'm going to sell for those, because anything else right now will become useful. But as you can see, I can pick up any of these guys later. The thunder and wind, holy, ice, fire, all those I can actually pick up later whenever I want. And I can also buy extra speed or attack and endurance if I want to. I might as well just buy a couple of attack right now just because I'm not going to be doing any more backfloor grinding for a while, so I'm not going to get any more in terms of whatchamacallits. things. I'm not Englishing today. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to be able to get any more gems for a while, is what I was trying to say. Because I won't be doing any more backfloor grinding for at least a little while. I don't really need to, and I'm not worrying about leveling this guy up much. So ice... Oops. Oh well, who cares? Ice is the only one I need to worry about actually, or don't need to worry about. I don't need to worry about actually worrying about it, actually, is what I'm trying to say right now, because it's just not terribly useful to me. I don't really need to worry about building this guy up yet. I mean, I could. If I was trying to be efficient and level up as fast as I could, then I would. That rhymes. Why do I always rhyme? Anyway, guys, this episode's going to be a shorter one. I am done with this episode. I will see you guys in the next one. Go check out Operation Outlaw. I haven't really explained it, I don't think, yet. So, I don't know. But this has been episode 5. I have been Cody of the Lizzard Wizards, and hopefully you guys liked this episode. If you did, go ahead and click the like button. If you didn't, go ahead and click the dislike button if you feel the need. But if you do dislike the video, whether you click the dislike button or not, go ahead and explain why in the comments below. We need your feedback. Any form of feedback is useful and very handy for us. We will take it into account. We will acknowledge it. We will do our best to respond to any of the comments you guys leave. At our very best. You know, I mean, right now we're not getting much in terms of comments, so that's easy enough to say. But in the future, even if we do manage to become somehow, like, super popular, we'll still do our best to at least reply to as many as possible. Just saying, I'm just like forecasting the future here. I'm so stupid. No, seriously though, guys. If you know, dislike our video, explain why in the comments, what we can do to improve, anything like that. That is very, very useful and handy. We will take your feedback into account, positive or negative. You know, just constructive criticism in any way, shape, or form. Just please. We'll take it into account. We will do our best to abide by what you guys like and what you guys want to see more of. Beyond that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Oh, you can also subscribe, you know, add that in, just because we're selling ourselves to you guys. I'm like advertising us. Nah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. I will possibly not do anything in between the episodes, because the next episode I'm going to be recording is going to be like 2 seconds from now, so I'll see you guys in the next episode.